You picked the wrong one. I don't back down from a fight. You have to be a worthy opponent, but I don't back down from a fight. Yeah, I saw you deleted your comment. Petty ass. Petty. Petty. First, let me clarify one thing. You do not ever have to argue, talk to, converse with anybody who cannot respect your human dignity. The politics get the clicks. And I dipped my toe in that and I was like, yeah, people, first of all, flattered that people are spending so much time writing in these comments. Like the fact that somebody watched my videos and I inspired so much thought and so much feeling that people want to write so much. It makes me really proud of myself, honestly, because that's what I want to do. I want to start conversations. Thank you. Thank you for pointing certain things out because sometimes I assume people know what I'm talking about and I don't know what the holes are in my argument. I can fill them in, but sometimes I assume people know what I'm talking about when I say things. And so this is why it's actually really great that I'm doing these daily videos, because I get to fill in the holes of yesterday's video and also respond to some of the feedback I'm getting and adjust accordingly. So the first thing I want to address is you do not have to argue with anybody who cannot or does not see your human dignity. You never, ever have to put yourself in a position where you are arguing for your human rights. That's, what is it called? Don't tell me. Don't tell me. I know this one. It's called a false equivalent. Human dignity is the ground that I'm laying all of my ideas on. The actual deep human belief that everybody has the same amount of human worth, that everybody is worth the same. There is no hierarchy, and it is unconditional. There is a human worth, an inherent worth that nobody can take away. You can't do anything to have it be taken away. And getting into the nitty-gritty of what that means, it is a default relationship to ourselves and other people, where we are trying to be superior or inferior to other people. It's a narrative we tell ourselves. It's not real. Some narratives are so assumed that they are never criticized, they are never questioned. Some narratives go so deep and are so reinforced by our society that we cannot actually see them. I want to bring up some of those things that I had a hard time seeing because they were so default. I started my channel really with this idea of owning one's power through sexuality. And the bones of the idea were good. Own your power, empower yourself, make yourself feel good, own your pleasure, own your body, and make yourself feel powerful. Now, the means of doing that were through make yourself look sexy in this particular way. Even though I never believed that there was any one way to look sexy, I was using my body to promote my ideas. And in doing so, I was perpetuating and honestly manipulating other women into thinking that if they listened to me, they would have the same kind of patriarchal power as I do. That's unethical. And actually what women need is to see fellow women owning everything they are, not just like their sexiness, but everything. Their entire humanity, being okay with showing up not looking good, showing up with no makeup on, showing up with no makeup and a whole personality. I would argue that that is more important. There are plenty of empowerment sexuality influencers on the internet, and I wanted to be one. I wanted to sell this idea of empowerment, sell courses that ultimately is disempowering, saying that you have more worth if you're desirable. Look at me, I'm desirable. You should make yourself desirable too. And some people need to go through that. Some people really have their eyes locked on the prize of desirability. Some people, that's just, they need to understand what that feels like. They need to go through the motions of that in order to feel powerful. Just like some people will strive to be rich and famous so that they understand what that feels like. But there are some people, some lucky people, who are wise enough to understand that they don't have to spend so much time of their lives trying to pursue worth. There's another route. And actually, you don't have to chase anything. You don't have to go anywhere. It's actually in full, deep acceptance of your humanity as it is right now. But because the default relationship to ourselves is, I do not have worth right now, I have to go seek it. I have to go earn it. I have to go prove it before I'm able to have it. And what human dignity says is, you have it already. You have all of your human dignity already, no matter if anyone agrees or not, that you have it right now, no matter what. It is unconditional. Your human dignity is unconditional. It doesn't matter what the government says about what you're allowed to do with your body. Your human dignity says you can do whatever the fuck you want with it. That's body autonomy. That's what I believe in. That should be in the Constitution. If I were president, people should be able to do whatever they want with their own bodies. That's human dignity. This is my space. This is my dominion. No government is allowed to tell me what I can do with this. This is mine. What we're up against is a lot. The amount of narratives that are out there, it's a lot. It's a lot. If you think about it, it's a lot. Little by little, we have to change the culture. And it might take a long time, but we have to start speaking other narratives so that people become aware. Please hold for New York. Why is what other people do with their bodies your business? I don't understand the logic. There are violent crimes happening in this world, and y'all are worried about how people are expressing themselves? Make it make sense. I really, for the life of me, I can't find the logic in that. There are violent crimes happening. There are people living in terrible, terrible poverty. Why is our planet being destroyed? Whose fault is that? It must be corporations and the head of the is poisoning our planet intelligent? I can't find the logic. Please, God, somebody help me find the logic. We have to change the culture. That's what I was saying. I want to popularize this idea of, you actually have human dignity. You actually have worth right now. You don't have to seek it. You don't have to waste years of your life trying to chase it. You have it already. That everything you could possibly want for yourself happens when you deeply accept who you are. I don't have to love everybody. I have to love, and I have to acknowledge human dignity. Taking away someone's human dignity is not good for any of us. It's not good for any of us. Human dignity is in the UN Universal Declaration of Human Rights. It's not upheld by any of the empires involved, but I think people in general think that human dignity should be a thing. But how do we actually sew that into the fabric of our culture? Well, we have to talk about it. We have to spread these ideas. We have to plant these seeds in other people. Hey, I acknowledge you're a person who can do whatever they want with their body. I acknowledge you're a person who can do whatever they want with their body. I acknowledge your humanity. Me leaving you alone to do what you want with your body should be the fabric of global citizenship. Humanity 101, people. It's on paper, but we have to actually talk about it. Like, what is human dignity actually? Not a wink, wink, nudge, nudge kind of we're all equal kind of bullshit. No. How can we uphold and call people out for not upholding human dignity. We have to make this a cultural movement, a people's movement. First, we have to be able to recognize our own human dignity. Our own human dignity. That's number one. You have to recognize your own human dignity first. Once you acknowledge that and you start to change the relationship you have with yourself, then you're going to be able to recognize all of the ways that it's being threatened, all of the ways that it's being shat on. And then we have to start calling each other out for it. We can't make things better for each other if we can't agree on something. Let's all agree on human dignity. Politics are so messy. First of all, there are so many topics that are chosen for us. Why is what people can do with their own body a partisan issue? Why is that in politics? Why is that any of your business? I don't understand. Please, God, somebody. I'm trying to understand why. Why is it anyone's business what you do with your body? You're afraid that somebody's going to influence you to do what? To also do what you want to do with your own body? What? I'm confused. I'm concerned. Where? Who? Why? Why do people insist on making issues where there are no issues? It's a distraction. Where's the money going to come from? Where's the money going to come from? Billionaires, because there shouldn't be that. There shouldn't be that. And you know what the rich are going to do? You know what the rich people are going to do? They're going to try to make that seem like a bad idea. Look at this instead. Trans people are going to come and get you and slap you over the head with a bag. I don't understand. So it's finding this relationship to yourself where you are no longer seeking or trying to obtain more worth. Because when you realize you have worth, period, you don't have to expend so much energy in vain. You don't have to think so hard about how you're going to attain worth in society because you already have it. Now, I always think about this counter argument as if people already have worth, then they're not gonna do anything. No, that's not how it works. You know what's crazy? People want to be in community and help other people in their community. People want to play a role in communities. People like helping other people. People like connecting with other people. We are a species that grew up in groups of like 100 to 200 people. We like being connected to a group of people, helping, building communities, making things better for each other. Have you ever done something nice for somebody and it felt good? I'm scared that there's somebody out there who's saying no. I hope that's not the case. But anyway, that's all I have for now. I will see you in the next video. Bye.